Hello, everybody. My name's Kate Jones. I am a history teacher and leader here in Abu Dhabi at the British School Al Khabairat, BSAC, as you can see here. And the theme of my poster and talk today really does link in with what we've already heard this morning. And there's lots of teachers here, and teachers are very different with the skills we have, the experiences, the qualities, and the attributes. But in my opinion, the one thing that all great teachers have in common is that they never stop learning. And that's been the theme today. Andreas Schleicher said that students won't become lifelong learners unless their teachers are. And I think it's a really exciting time to be a teacher in regards to professional learning and development. And that's what my poster is about, the different methods that teachers can use and they should use for professional learning. I've been teaching for 10 years now, and when I began teaching the first few years, I think I could say I was a good teacher. I hope my students and colleagues would say that. I met all my deadlines, I did my job, but I wasn't reflective. And I didn't really have an interest in trying to get better. And something's happened along the way where that attitude has changed. And that attitude is quite common amongst teachers, where they do their job and that's it, alas. But actually, we do need to do more. And it's difficult. There's lots of barriers, time being the main one, and also money, which I'll touch upon as well. But these are the ways that teachers can take ownership and responsibility of their professional learning, as I have. So the first point I've just put is reading. And there's been a criticism that the educational book market has become saturated because there are so many books now. I've even authored 2 books myself. So this is why I'll probably defend books. But I would much rather have the choice than there be too few books about education. Whether you're interested in innovation, literacy, leadership, or your subject, there will be a book for you. So there's great choices out there that we really should take advantage of. But in addition to reading books, we're also very fortunate. There's a wide range of high quality blogs, and I'm also a blogger as well as an author. And blogs are really easy to read and quick. They are free. There's many authors who are blogging, teachers who are simply just writing about their classroom practice. If there's a topic that you're interested in, I'm sure there's a blog post about it. And I found blogging has really helped me reflect on my practice and share with other teachers. It's also improved my literacy skills a lot. So if you're not familiar with blogs, then check them out. There's lots, and speak to me and I can recommend some particular blogs as well. And this links in with my next point about social media, because I wouldn't have known that teachers were even blogging if it wasn't for social media. And a few years ago, 2015, my deputy head teacher, when I was back in the UK, told all teachers to get on Twitter. And the staff room were rolling their eyes thinking, oh no, we're not doing that. But I thought, okay, I'll give it a try, I'll see. And then Twitter, I discovered, was an amazing place for sharing, learning, and networking. It's like a digital staff room. I was in a school in the UK with a history department of 2 people, me being one of them. So now I had this a huge environment of history teachers and leaders, educators that I could speak to and ask questions and offer advice. And I've since shared resources that I've used in my classroom that have been used around the world now. And if it wasn't for social media, I wouldn't have been able to do that. Social media also links into my next point about podcasts. And I'm a podcast host as well, a podcaster with a Love to Teach podcast. And again, I didn't realise that teachers were even doing this. Podcasts have become really popular in recent years. And I think the reason for that being is, well, they're free to listen to and subscribe online. It doesn't matter what smartphone you have. There's Apple Podcasts, there's Spotify, there's Anchor. There's lots of options available. And they tend to be quite short reflections, and you can listen to a podcast anywhere, where you're driving to work or you're at the gym, or you've got a spare half an hour. And I've learned so much from the podcasts. And it was actually when I was invited to speak on a podcast about one of my books that I decided to set up my own podcast. And I couldn't believe how easy it was to do. That I use Anchor on my phone and I literally just record myself talking about teaching. And surprisingly, people have listened to it because I've got a lot to offer, as every single teacher has. My next point about events just like this today. And we're very fortunate in the UAE. The senior leaders at BSAC, they often say that it's their responsibility to support teachers' professional learning passionately and financially. When I was in the UK, I attended a high-profile education event. I had to pay for the ticket, I had to pay for the transport, the accommodation, and I lost a day's wage. All of those things, it was very costly because I wanted to learn. Whereas now we're in an environment where we do have that financial support, and there are even events taking place that are free that we need to look into, take advantage of, and to attend. And my final point is about being research informed. There's so much educational research out there that we would be foolish to ignore. And thanks to all of these factors, through the podcasts, the blogs, Twitter, the books, that's how I've engaged with educational research. I wouldn't have known about it otherwise. And all of these things have completely changed the teacher that I am today. And I am really proud to say, as you all are here, that I am a lifelong learner and that I am modelling that. And technology has massively helped me to do that. So when you look at this poster, these, you don't have to do all of them. I'm not suggesting you become an author and a blogger and a podcaster, but find a way, find a method that is suitable for you, that's an enjoyable, practical method for you to really take control, take responsibility, take ownership of your professional development and learning. So thank you very much.